Hi guys, I'm Sean.
I'm Adam.
And we just saw Spider-Man Homecoming.
We did.
And we just want to give our thoughts on it because that's what we want to do. We just got back from the theater and first overall impressions, what do you think of the movie?
I liked it. I think Tom Holland's excellent. And I think that carries a lot of the movie. Just the fact that he's as good as he is.
Yeah, I liked Tom Holland as well. First impression, I didn't like it as everyone else did. I thought it was okay. It's not a shit film. It's completely okay. I was kind of like, this isn't what the whole internet was saying it was going to be. It definitely was not Back to the Future good, like I read. That was a crazy.
Well, no, I called you out on that right away. There's no way.
Like, someone just said it's Back to the Future good.
That's ridiculous.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. But I thought it was very good. I would put it near the top of my MCU list, but I'm not a Marvel person really, so I just view these and individually, and they're all entertaining, and I thought this was pretty good too. Michael Keaton was excellent, as he always is. So
things I liked was Tom Holland. Definitely, he was an improvement over Andrew Garfield. Not that he was like too super shit, but Michael Keaton, wow, that was definitely a story right there. He was great. He was fantastic. I can say that other than that, the Spider-Man suit was great. I didn't like the first act. I didn't like the second act. The third act is when it really picked up for me. We're not going to tell any spoilers in this video, yeah. but the third act is when it got better for me, and they do stuff to the characters in here that I don't like. Obviously, they're trying to be different than all the other Spider-Man films. I understand that, but that's just me. I just felt like there's a lot of things about Spider-Man that was kind of missing. Like, they took out Spider Sense, so that's one thing that makes Spider-Man like Spider-Man. His power, he has, the web shooters are there, the suit's there, the wall crawling's there. I felt like the action was not there though. I felt like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1 and 2 were a little bit better than this in terms of action. Like, you can't beat the train scene in Spider-Man 2, or the Green Goblin fight in Spider-Man 1. Like, I thought that was fantastic, but I don't know. Like, they try to hit you over the head like this is a Marvel film, and they just wanted to let you know that, like, yes, this is part of the Marvel universe. Don't forget. And yeah, so my overall impressions of this, I'd say I give it 2.7 Seans out of 4 Seans.
2.7. Almost 3, not quite.
What's your score?
I am not as big a fan of the Maguire, the original ones as you are, or as most people are.
Yeah, there's something
a lot of people...
I didn't say 3 was good. I did not say 3.
I understand. But a lot of people view those kind of like how I view the Reeve Superman movies, and that nothing can touch the Maguire ones. And so, I can kind of understand that. I get it. But I actually prefer the Garfield ones to the Maguire ones. And I think that this one, I would rather watch this than, definitely Spider-Man 3. I'd rather watch most movies more than Spider-Man.
I found Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 better than Homecoming. No, Ken, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't even have a word. I didn't even know what to say.
No, that movie dog shit. But you like Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 over Homecoming.
Over Homecoming.
Oh my God.
I may put Homecoming. I put Homecoming over Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's probably neck and neck with me for the Amazing Spider-Man 1 as my favorite Spider-Man.
You think Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 are better than the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
I would rather watch them, yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Gosh. Why would you?
No, because the relationship is so bad. Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire's whiny. It's very hard to watch. It's pretty corny to watch. With Garfield
wine too.
Well, Garfield and Emma Stone were actually dating.
Oh, Emma Stone, she's dead.
Well, I would cry too if Emma Stone died.
Exactly. You cry if Tobey Maguire lost his whatever. He cried for reasons.
He cries once in every one of those movies for something.
Yeah.
For some reason. It's just a lot. it's just a lot. It's a lot of and I don't think they've aged as well. I mean, 2 has individual scenes that I will, the train scene is great, and I think that's also the same scene that they lift him out. The people of New York carry him out of there. So that's
Christ, Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I did like the story in Homecoming is not great. If you read the credits, it's got like 7 writers. Yeah. It's really all over the place. There's a lot of random stuff in this movie that I personally, I guess it's for kids now. It's like it's for the younger generation.
MCU is, yeah.
Sure, fine, whatever. I'm an old man, but like there's a part in Homecoming where like it got for a serious moment for Peter, and again I'm not spoiling, but like he had to like focus on the epiphany that he just had, realizing about this thing that he just knew, and then all of a sudden this person like flicks him off in the middle of the important scene. Like, okay, like that just took me right out of the moment, but whatever. It's just my thing is story. Like, if the story, I don't care about action as much as I do story. That's why the Nolan films are great. I mean, Nolan can make a film just based off story with a Batman movie, and it doesn't even need that much action. It just needs a good story. And if you read the credits for for Homecoming, there's like 7 writers. There's another 2 for just the story base. It's just random things here and there that they try to make funny, and it's just like it's a giggle here and there, but it did pick up from the 3rd act. So I'm not shitting on this the whole entire film. It just wasn't as what I thought other people are saying it to be. I think if you go back and watch Homecoming again, I don't think it's going to be as good as you thought it would be. That's just my opinion. I'm probably going to be hated for my opinion, but like what's funny is like I read comic books, and my main thing is Spider Sense, because Spider-Man's suit is now equipped with like Tony Stark stuff, and that's not what what makes Spider-Man to me. His spider sense is what makes him cool, with all that stuff. But overall, like I said, the movie's not super bad. It's just personal preference. I give it 2.7 shots out of 4 shots.
And Keaton, outside of Loki, Tom Hiddleston's Loki is probably the best villain that they've had. So that he gets extra points for me because
Michael Keaton. Oh my God,
he's my favorite actor.
There is a scene in Homecoming where Michael Keaton just goes fucking balls deep in his acting, man. He becomes like menacing, like real fast, and it's just like, oh man, I want more of that. I want more of that Michael Keaton. But what are some things you didn't like about Homecoming?
I mean, I've always been, people, the argument's always been, well, he is a high school kid, and he is this, and, he's relatable because he has these problems, he can't pay his rent, he can't, his school stuff, girls, and that stuff, which I understand, but I was never, even with Maguire, it never stuck out to me that he was too old, or I just never thought about that, and I guess because I'm older, that I was kind of dreading the high school stuff, because that's now so long ago for me. But I ended up liking it more than I thought, at least all that stuff. I thought Marissa Tomei could have been used more.
Yeah.
We need more.
They need to show more Marissa Tomei.
Yes.
I was looking forward to looking at hot and Marissa Tomei, and they didn't give me that much.
And George Costanza. Yeah, there could have been more of that. And more actually menacing villains. Or give Keaton a little more to work with.
His henchmen.
Yeah, and and I actually thought that the action was a little bit better than you did. I didn't mind some of the action. There's at least 2 scenes there that stick out to me as pretty entertaining to watch. Now, that's a good point as to whether or not when you rewatch it, on video, Blu-ray, whatever, if it holds up as well. I think the villain will. I think the Vulture was excellent, but we'll see about the rest of it. And I find that is true with my experience with those Marvel movies, is that I watch them one time, I see it in the theater or whatever, I'm like, that's really good. But then the more times I see it, it's not as good as it was the first time. And of course, the Avengers I still find to be awesome. The first Iron Man is still great. So those 2, I would say, hold up very, very well. A majority of them don't for me. And so I'm just interested to see how this one does with time.
So that's our thoughts on Spider-Man Homecoming. And, it's definitely worth it to just go check it out. But, yeah, that's it. See ya.
We'll see ya.